Welcome to Bennett's Bike Social and welcome to more homeschooling. In this episode, we're going to look at cornering. Now, there are many books written about how to take corners. There are lots of advanced rider schools, and Honda has the excellent Ron Haslam Race School based at Donington Park. But what we're going to do is just bring it again down to a really simple, easy to understand way of how to take a corner and what to avoid. So this is going to be a generic right-hand bend. We're going to come this way. Okay? Again, this corner could be more open or it could be tighter, but we're going to give you general tips and general riding advice. So we're obviously on this side of the road because we are in the UK. We are approaching this right-hand corner. On the approach to this right-hand corner, we need to start looking for some clues. There may be telegraph poles that line the outside of this corner. There may be hedgerows, and we can look across and start to make estimates of where this corner goes. Again, we shouldn't just 100% rely on this, and just because there is telegraph poles going this way, we assume it's a right-hander. It could be going this way. But as you get more developed as a motorcyclist, as your experience grows, you'll be able to look for clues and understand where the corner goes to give you an understanding. As we approach the corner, we need to start changing down the gears, we need to start braking and getting ready for this right-hand corner. We're on the road. We are not going for a fast lap of the TT, but we could use the engine braking and use the gearbox to slow the bike down depending on the radius of the corner. But we don't need to be 3,000 RPM away from the red line. As we approach this right-hand corner, we need to be on the left-hand side of our lane. So we're coming this way up. We don't want to be in the gutter, because in the gutter you'll find lots of stones, sticks, debris, etc., which don't have the grip. We need to be visible for anything coming this way. As we come into the corner, all too often, this is a big mistake that I see a lot of people do, is turn in too early. When you turn in too early, this forces you wide on the exit. When you force you wide on the exit, you end up in lots of trees, untoward. So what we want to do is progressively proceed to the corner. Once we can see a clear exit, is then to start the turning in. So our apex wants to be around about here, so it's that kind of. So we're going up to the corner. Can we see it? Can we see it? I can see the exit. Let's turn in late, get the bike turned, and start to proceed to accelerate on the way out. So left-hand side, see your exit point, apex late, and accelerate out. Again, I've never seen a team manager stood in the countryside checking lap times. Nobody really cares how fast you take this corner. We want you to get around this corner safely. That's what we're trying to aim for. When you exit the corner, as the bike starts to come upright, you need to accelerate onto the power, if you can do, if you're below the speed limit. Again, on the exit, we can go nice and wide, but not too wide, because in here will be debris, gutter, sticks, and etc. When we are at this point of the apex, we don't want to be close to the white line, because even though the bike might be on the correct side of the road, especially on a tall adventure bike, your body, your head, your top box might be on the wrong side of the road. So as you turn in, make sure that you've got everything on the correct side of the road. It's similar when we repeat if we was to go round this as a left-hand corner. So now we want to be close to the white line on the approach. Turning in late and out on the exit. Again, we don't want to be too close to the white line because this scares drivers coming this way. But if we're at this side, we can see clearer around the corner. It opens the corner up. We're apexing late once we can see the exit. And again, not too close here on the apex. Again, I'm seeing riders lean into the corner. The bike is near the curb, but their panniers are close to a fence, to grass, to telegraph poles, to lamp posts. So away from the curb, but use as much as the road as you can. So you're about 10 to 15% away from the white line, 10 to 15% away, and 10 to 15% away. Again, a lot of riders will stay in the middle of the road, They'll aim for the apex and then they'll be forced to exit onto oncoming traffic. That is a worst case scenario. We want to be close to the white line, see the corner, see it open, apex late, drive progressively on the exit. That's basic cornering on the road. Hope you got it clear. Again, got to emphasize this. On the road, nobody's got a stopwatch. Nobody cares how fast you're going. Take it nice and steady, stay visible, open up the corner and don't do anything until you can see the exit point. Got it? As you progress and you gain experience as a motorcyclist, you'll develop what I call your sixth sense. By this, you'll pick up clues as to what might be occurring on the corner. So for example, on the approach, if you can smell diesel, then back off the power. There might be a diesel spill. If this is an entrance to a farm and it's the end of August and you can smell farming in the air, you can see that they've been recently combining, then the chances are there's debris on this corner where farm trackers come in and come out. Again, if you approach this corner and it's dry, but over here is a huge rain cloud, and as you get here, it's getting wetter and wetter, then potentially there's been a huge downpour on this corner and it could be wet on the way around. Again, in winter, especially in autumn, if these are trees lining the road, then potentially this could be covered in leaves. All this is your motorcycle sixth sense, which you develop and you gain as an experienced motorcyclist. Like reading the road and reading the clues, you'll learn to develop this, but don't solely rely on it. There could be a huge amount of indications that this is a right-hand corner. There could be telegraph poles, there could be hedgerows, but this could be straight on, it could be a hidden dip, and around here could be a broken down tractor. You never know, and you have to take that into consideration. Expect the unexpected, and expect that every other road user has not seen you. Okay, so enjoy it, develop your sixth sense, develop your experience, and remember, they may not have seen you, and expect the unexpected.